My name is Cecelia. I got injured at the age of 6 years old, and I have to tell my story about myself. At the age of 6, I used to be able to ride horses, go hiking, sheep herding. I used to climb the hills, the rocks, like any other normal kids would do. In the early fall years, I was getting ready to go to school. As I walked back into the house, I saw my uncle cleaning a gun out. His little boy was crying, so I went and picked him up. And as he stopped crying, I put him back down on the bed. The gun went off. I came off the bed. I could hear people screaming, running. They got me to the ER. The doctor there asked me, he says, to squeeze my finger if you can hear me. And I did. He told me that he was going to put me to sleep and clean me up. I woke up a week later. I remember picking up my feet and they were just swollen. I could still move my feet at the time. A couple days later, I couldn't move my legs. As a little girl, I remember that they sent me off to Craig Rehab in Denver. I don't remember when I got sent home. My mom, my dad, I didn't recognize. I didn't know my own language. It was very hard because my dad had to redo the house where my wheelchair could get around. We didn't have no running water, no electricity in the house. At the age of my elementary, I was pulled in and out of school. I was put back in the hospital. They did a spinal fusion on my back and I had a halo. I was in the hospital for another 6 months, flat on my back and my stomach. When I got released, I didn't want to end up in the hospital anymore. I was fed up with it. When I was growing up, schools were not accessible. I didn't get to go to school. I watched my brothers and my sisters go to school, finish high school, graduated, went to their prom. I wish I had done the same thing, but I didn't get a chance to do that.
At the age of 16, I left home, started working on my silversmith, and did self-employment. At the age of 20, I started working with mentally disabled people. I had worked all these years with people with disability. Later, I joined Navajo Think First project. I did presentations on injury prevention. I am an ambassador for the Christopher Reeve Foundation. I am a board member of the Native Law Center. I work for San Juan Independent Living Center in Gallup. I am an independent living specialist. I also present in schools on Navajo culture. I have 2 sons that are my pride and joy. I have a friend who is understanding about my disability. The reason why I am telling my story is for you to stay safe. Always think first before you do anything else, because injuries can happen. Please wear your seatbelt. Hey,